So let's continue the previous things where we have just left it, right? So I was on this, I was telling like we have to create a root user and then we have to create a one database and then we have to like multiple tables on it, right? So database I'm going to use. So let me start first how to create database and then we'll perform all kind of commands, which could be TCL command, which could be DDL command, a DML command and all, right? So first command that we have to write here, right? That could be create database and I will write here like tag with soft. So what if you have write the command, you have to just select it and click on this play button. I mean that execute button. If you will click on it, right, you can say here create database tag with soft. That means database has created. After that you are not seeing here, right? So what you have to do, you have to just click on this refresh button. If you will click on the refresh, then a database will be here, right? Inside this database, you can see you will have a like tables, views, stored procedure, and functions. Right now, we don't have anything because we created the fresh database, right? There is a no table, no views, no stored procedure, no function, something like that, right? So we are going to work with tag with soft. After that, we are going to cover a first kind of command called DDL command. So in DDL command, first command will come, that is a create, right? So we will understand how does create work or how to write a create. So first let's look at kind of syntax of create command, right? So we have to write create table and table name, right? So I'm going to create a one table name like employee. After that, I'm going to write something which could be column information. So here create table, table name, and then column information. So first, suppose I'm going to create int ID. ID will be a first column where we cannot store any, where we can store some values, right? So ID will be the column name. What could be the type of this column? It could store character, it could store the numbers. So I will give here like int only. So that means it will store the numbers. After that, I will give some size, how much character it, how much numbers or how much digit it will take, right? So I will pass here suppose 5. So it could be the size. So always remember that when you will create the table, right? That time in the parentheses we will provide the column information. So first what will the column name, second will be the what will the column type, and third will be what is the column size. So ID, second will be the name will store some characters, right? So for characters in MySQL we have varchar, and what could be the size of it, I can take, it will take like 30 characters, something like that, okay? Text third I can give like email again it could be varchar, okay? And I will give here suppose size is like say 50. Better you can go with the size, okay? If you'll not give, it will take default size, which will take a 255 characters, something like that. So I will always suggest please go with the size only. So ID, name, email, and suppose salary, right? Salary again it could be a float, right? It may store some, we have float database as float as well, which will store the value into float. So I can give like 5 comma 3, something like that, okay? So that is a complete command. Create table, table name. It may have a number of columns here. So I'm keeping only 4 column right now because I'm just starting for that learning, right? Basics only. So ID, data type int 5, name varchar 30, email varchar 50, salary float, something like that. So let me select this command and run this command. So this command having a problem, error code, no database selected. Okay, I have to select the database first, right? Because I created the database tag with soft, but I have a like suppose 5 database, right? So this table will create under with database that this doesn't know, right? So first after creating the database, I have to write one more command like use database name, use tag with soft. So use tag with soft and I will select that. Now the database is selected tag with soft and then I will select and I will run it. This time create table has created. It is saying 0 row affected because I did not insert anything on it, right? Only table has created. So I will refresh it and you can see here under the table you will get one EMP, right? So here we have one more format like grid format that will represent that in the form of tables. So when I will click on it, right, you can see one table has created ID, name, email and salary, but there right now there is no data under it, right? So that way we can create the table. So now I will let you know how to insert record on it, right? So if you want to insert the record, we have a like insert table, that could be EMP, right? And I will pass the values directly, values, and here I will pass some different type of values like 101, right? Name, say suppose tag with soft. So if it is a I mean strings, right, we have to provide into a double quote only, tag with soft. Okay, and email I can give like tagwithsoft@gmail.com, tagwithsoft@gmail.com, and last one, which could be a say salary, right? So I will provide some random values in floating point something. Okay, so here insert, I think not table, insert into, that complete command is insert into and table name, and then we have values, right? So if it is having an insert into EMP with values, we have a like information of the column, so this will store into a table. So when I will select on it, you can, yeah. So this time you can see here actually that I have given the 5, right? So we have to keep it less or only. So on having a some floating point as well. So if you'll write here insert into EMP values 101 like 12.1, that time it will insert record, and if you want to see it, that record is inserted or not successfully, we have to write select star from EMP, right? You can select it and you can see it. So right now you can see here you have ID 101, name tagwithsoft, email tagwithsoft@gmail.com, salary is like 12.100 something like that. So here select command is used for getting the record. If you want to see that how many record you have in database, right, that is one of the powerful command that I will look on details of it, but right now I'm just giving that complete understanding how this insert work, how this uh, what select work, right? So here we have to write select into EMP values where we have a like ID, name, email and salary. If you want to insert some selective command, like suppose sometime it is happening, right, ID will not give by the user, name and all information will give by user, that is called selective insert, right? So if you want to write selective insert, then what you have to do, here before this EMP you have to write the column name. So I have to store suppose name information, I have to store email information, I have to store suppose salary information. I don't want to store ID information, so I will not provide this ID, and I will just remove it, and I can give name, say like suppose some ABC, okay, abc@gmail.com, and then I can give some in 15.1 some random value. Okay, so let me select that and I will run that. So this time I have a two data, two record in my database. If you want to see it, just write select command, select a star. You can see here ID will become a null because I did not provide any ID information. So right now it is a null, but when you will perform some front end to back end operation, like if I'm connecting this database with the Java, right, that time we have an option called ID will be auto generated, right? So that time you may provide some information of this ID by the MySQL itself. So right now we are not providing anything, so that's why it is taking null. So that way we can understand how to provide all the column information and how to provide selected column information. So that way it does store record into a database, right? So this insert command is a DML command. So this insert will may not save record completely in the disk. So we have to write commit as well. So after writing, always remember to insert, right, we have to write commit command. If you will write the commit, right, that means this will save data into a disk completely, right? This time data has saved into a disk, and it is not going to remove anywhere, right? So insert is used to insert the record, and select is used for get the record, right? So here we have seen the basics command. First we have seen create command. Create is creating the table, right? Insert is inserting the record into a table. Select is for fetching the record, where create is a DDL command, insert is a DML command, and select is a DQL command. So we have seen one command on all three categories. But now we are going to understand some other command as well, like alter command, right? So what is alter work? How does update work? So that we are going to understand now. So as I told you, right, one more thing, DDL command always used to perform operation over the structure, right? It will perform operation over the structure. So what is the meaning of this structure here that we have to understand, right? So let me open this table first. So in the table, like we have ID, name, email, and salary, right? So ID, name, email, and salary that will come under the structures, and 101 tag with soft at gmail.com 12.110, right? That will come under the data. So that means if you want to add it, suppose column name, column size, or anything, right? That time you want to add new column, you want to delete any column. That time we are going to use a alter table command, right? Alter is used for updating the structures, and update command is using to update the data. So that is one of the difference. I mean, that is one of the interview questions. What are the difference between truncate and update command? Always remember. So truncate, not truncate, it's alter alter and update. Alter, update, both are doing the same kind of work, but that only we have to understand that update always update the data. Like if I want to update some name, if I want to update the email, then we have to go with the update. If you want to update the column structures, like I want to update the ID, or I want to update the name or email or salary, something, right? Then I will go with the alter, right? So that is alter and update. So let's look one example of alter command. So suppose I have like alter table, table name like emp. I want to add new column, suppose. So I will add, what could be the column name I want to add. So suppose I want to add here a mobile number. So mobile number is not there, right? So I can add mobile number. What could be the type of mobile number? Right now I'm taking like care. What could be the size? Let's take size like 15. So what does happen here? It will create a new column in this table. So when I will do it, I will just fire this command. That command is executed. If you want to see the structure, you can see right now mobile number is added here, and that is not having any value because we did not provide any values. If you want, we can provide the value as well, right? So here alter command, we can add the new column, or we can update the column as well, right? Suppose salary, right? I want, like here we have email, right? In place of email, suppose I want to write mail only. Then we have one more tag here, one attribute alter. If you want to alter it, right, we have to write this command. So we don't have to use modify here, we have to use change column. So here alter table employee, change column email mail and where 50. So that time what happened, right? The column will be change email to mail, and that column size will be 15. So let me run this once, and if you want to see it, right, then email has converted into a mail. So that way we can alter the column, right? So we have a like command that could be alter that column name, right? That could be add new column on it. So that all comes under the update, I mean alter command. So that's for this I mean lecture. Rest we'll discuss on the new. Thanks for watching.